Since joining America's Got Talent for its 15th season in 2020, Sofia Vergara gets one Golden Buzzer moment per season, not counting the recently introduced group Golden Buzzer. She chooses the acts seriously to whom she bestows the honor of the Golden Button and has had one of her Golden Buzzer's acts go on to win the talent competition. The honor of her first ever Golden Buzzer moment, which happened on her first day as a judge, belongs to Roberta Battaglia, a 10-year-old singer who confessed to watching Modern Family and instantly created a connection with Sofia, who is popular for her role as Gloria in the sitcom. When Roberta walked onto the set of America's Got Talent, often simply AGT, to audition for a spot in its 15th season, she was excited about two things. She would meet her favorite actress from her favorite sitcom, and she'd land a spot as a contestant and showcase her incredible singing talent. She won two judges over instantly, Sofia by raving about her role in Modern Family, and Howie by sharing nationality. As soon as Roberta started singing, she won the remaining judges over together with live audience, television audience, and every person who watched her audition video on YouTube. Here is how that moment in Roberta's long and successful stint in the competition changed her life. Roberta describes herself simply as a dynamic, new, and young vocalist. Music is part of Roberta's heritage since her father, Alessandro Battaglia, an Italian who lives in Canada, is a musician as well. Roberta started singing as soon as she started to speak. By the time she reached 3 years old, she was accompanying her father on his singing gigs. Together, the father-daughter duo has graced charity events, galas, and several events in their community. Roberta is proud of her Italian heritage and can speak and sing in Italian just as well as she does in English. Besides singing alongside her father, Roberta has pursued other paths to hone her musical talent and train her voice. She's worked with an academic singer, instructor, and sung in several commercial productions. The young vocalist and singing sensation has also participated in some singing competitions besides AGT. She finished second in the CNE Rising Star and has made several appearances and performances without her father, including at Ideal City. In one of her independent performances, Roberta sang Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper's Shallow in Toronto's breakfast television, earning millions of views on social media. The positive response to her performance influenced her decision to perform the song for her AGT audition. In addition to singing, Roberta is dipping her toe into acting. In 2021, she was picked as one of the main cast of Three Pines, a television miniseries that highlights the mistreatment and experiences of the First Nationals, who are the largest group of Indigenous people in Canada. Roberta plays the role of Cree, a young girl who kills her abusive mother, Cece. The show was cancelled after its first season. The young vocalist and actress uses her talents to give back to her community. She designs and sells bracelets and donates all proceeds to help sick children. Her favorite charity is the Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto. Roberta's philanthropy is inspired by her passion for making people happy. Roberta had a successful debut on AGT. She won over Sofia instantly, established camaraderie with Howie, had Simon endeared to her fans by commenting on her age and size and offering her water, and had Heidi verbally acknowledged how much confidence it took for a 10-year-old to walk on a stage in front of a large audience and sing. When Roberta sang the first line of Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper's Shallows, Simon's eyes widened at the strength of her voice and had Sofia closing her eyes to concentrate on the magical voice. When Roberta switched to a high note mid-song, the audience got up in unison and started clapping. The whole time, she was casually walking around the stage while belting out notes that some veteran and older singers struggle to hit and hold. By the time she finished her performance, there was no doubt that she would get 4 yeses and proceed to the next stage. Sofia made sure of this when she pressed the golden buzzer for the first time ever, sending the Canadian musical prodigy and talented vocalist to the live shows. After her successful audition, Roberta came back to the stage ready to prove that Sofia was right to bet on her. For her performance in the quarterfinals, Roberta chose Lauren Daigle's You Say, a song that showed off her vocal control and range. After her performance, all judges joined the crowd in giving the young girl a standing ovation. After beaming, Sofia admitted to hoping that Roberta would win the show. It was the turn of guest judge Kelly Clarkson, who was sitting in for Simon, to comment on the performance. Roberta's giggle over meeting the beloved singer-songwriter, show host, who walked on a similar path in her days and won American Idol, was a reminder to the audience that the singer, whose strong voice had reverberated through the hall just a few moments before, was still just a child who was barely a decade old. America listened to Kelly's call to vote for Roberta, who sailed through to the semifinals. In the semifinals, Roberta paid homage to one of her favorite singers by performing her song. Her rendition of Pink's What About Us earned Roberta the third standing ovation in the show from the judges and the live audience. Her voice and the creative stage effects transformed a performance of a few minutes into a magical experience that had America voting in huge numbers to send the musical prodigy to the finals. In the finals, Roberta sang the universal self-love and self-acceptance for women. Her rendition of Alessia Cara's Scars to Your Beautiful was particularly powerful, coming from a young girl who was at the age where children start to develop self-esteem and are more susceptible to societal influences in their looks and appearance. The performance earned Roberta her last standing ovation in AGT. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to earn her the coveted $1 million and a record deal, as she finished in 4th place, but walked away knowing that she had won the hearts of every person who watched any of her performances in AGT, gained millions of new fans, and was headed to a great future in her musical journey. Roberta may have missed out on the grand prize, but was emboldened to take major steps in her music career. In November 2022, Roberta released her first original song entitled Truce, a melancholic song in which she talks about letting go of painful memories and experiences and starting again by realizing that she's not bulletproof and waving a white flag. In an interview, she revealed that the song was inspired by painful and hurtful moments in her schooling years and her desire to rise above them. She hopes that people who listen to the song can realize that everyone experiences pain and hurt and let it go by calling a truce. Truce is just the beginning for the now 13-year-old vocalist. Since releasing the single, she's performed in several events, most notably 2 back-to-back performances in Toronto on the 13th and 14th of May, 2023, to honor all mothers, and a performance on the 3rd of June in Italy for the Caledon Italian Heritage Day. Now that she's shown the world that she can write music just as well as she can sing, all eyes are on her as her fans wait to hear more of her music and discover more of her talents. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.